Hey neighbors, and welcome to another thrilling installment of the Bards Tale.
With bards.
Bards.
Featuring bards. We have a couple of announcements. Announcement number one, we will be featured on NERDARCHY'S Twitch live stream coming up the first week of June. I'll link the link and the date, because I don't remember off the top of my head down in the thing. There's a thing down there.
We'll fix it.
It's not here.
His penis.
It's not here, but there's a thing on the thing when you're looking at us.
You want
We
to
don't
start?
prepare jack for our shows ahead of time.
You want
Number two.
You want to start over, buddy?
No. Number two, someone has decided against everyone's better judgment to spend the rest of their life with Tyler, and
true.
he got engaged this week.
Hey, I sure did.
God bless Emma for taking one for the team.
She's a dummy.
She's.
Oh,
I'd expect her to be smarter. It's true.
I don't know how I convinced her, but I did it.
I'm so proud of you.
I did.
Treachery.
I rolled a
Other
20
than
on
that,
that deception check.
it's true. Other than that,
Probably more of a sleight of hand. I feel drugs were involved.
No, there was a whole crowd. It was definitely deception.
anyway, other than that, a bunch of stuff happened last week on the Bards Tale featuring bards, and Elise, why don't you regale us with those tales?
Oh, please do.
So we went to Baton to carry out the other tasks that we were given. Turns out somebody got there first, and so we didn't take it well.
There are other people. It's true.
You didn't take it well.
No,
I didn't take it well either.
neither did I.
I didn't care.
It was not handled in the most professional of manners.
You mean trying to execute the guard?
I
don't know.
didn't
Anyway,
try to
I
kill
don't know which part of that's
anyone.
worse. The fact that you basically tried to kill some police officers, or the fact that you tried to incite race riots.
I may have inadvertently started institutionalizing.
The most racist
This is
grandma ever.
pretty 1991 Compton either way.
Biggie.
Fine.
What else? Look the part? I don't know.
Oh.
Continue.
I don't remember. That's pretty much all of it, I guess.
Other than that,
Elise hasn't watched the current episode.
Elise, Iona tried to sink an Emerald Blade ship.
Oh,
and then decided
I
not
thought
to,
we already covered that.
and instead decided to assault Emerald Blades.
Okay. So
Nadir saved the day. Skylark met his parents, but his parents didn't recognize
Major
him
drama.
because he looks soup's different now. Because he's not ugly and gross and poor and hanging out with pigs.
In game.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're.
No.
I'm not saying.
No.
I'm not saying
You're
We're
super
saying that you're
handsome.
a dashing young man
Right.
out of game.
no,
exactly
Chris,
what we're saying.
the
you-
most handsome person on any D&D tabletop online stream on this channel. It's
You're the handsomest person at this table.
you are the handsomest person using the Joe Cam. So there you go.
It's true. Can we put a little ding on
Right?
this wink
Please.
right there? That'd be great.
Maybe one day.
Can I just
if
be
funding
Foley
comes
for this
through.
and just have like
If
bells
funding
and stuff?
comes through. What?
Can I just be Foley for this and have bells and stuff for hilarity?
No.
My intention was never to murder anyone. I would like
We'll
that
get
to
there.
be
We'll get there.
on the record.
We'll get there.
Ooh,
So,
Well,
you guys got a room.
we did. We got a room.
You got a room at an inn in Baton. It's such a small town. The inn doesn't have a name. It's just
called the Baton Inn.
The Inn. The Baton Inn.
No,
Sure.
batten down.
The Baton Inn. Additionally, you met 5 brand new adventurers to Commonwealth. Hank and Hallie Hatchet Smash.
Yeah.
Hugh Mann
Yeah.
against my better judgment. As well as Pip.
Yeah,
And-
Eleanor Elia Pip.
Eleanor Elia Pip, a
Yeah.
front-loaded name.
She
Yeah.
prefers
As
her
well.
full name.
Well, that's unfortunate.
And Reginald
And
Whisperleaf.
Reginald Whisperleaf, who are the companions of One Bother Greychin.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
He's kind of a terrible guy.
What a
But
prick.
he's a folk hero.
Unfortunately.
moving on. So you guys wake up in the inn. You're kind of sharing one room because it's a small inn.
Quick
I'd like to
question.
grab a brush and put on a little makeup.
The emerald blade that I paid off and owe a favor because of this dum-dum. What was his name? I forgot.
didn't ask.
I did name. No, we named him. I just can't remember what it was.
Was that Wilbur Huff and stuff?
Yeah, that
Hufflestank.
Hufflestank?
was it. Wilbur
All right, question for
Hufflestank.
you,
I
John.
wrote that down.
Did you actually remember that name and just wanted somebody else to say it out loud?
No, I really
Okay.
didn't. I
Just
remembered
checking.
that it made me happy and couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah, and I
Wilbur
remember,
Hufflestank.
yeah, because I wrote that down and it wasn't with the other name, so I was like, who is he?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Wilbur Hufflestank.
Wilbur Hufflestank.
That's where that name came from.
Cool. LaTia's using a cool app. She's using D&D Beyond. That's a thing.
Well,
Yeah.
We're
on
not
her
sponsored
new
by D&D Beyond.
iPad
Yeah.
Pro.
Although,
Yeah, no, we can't say that.
meh?
Not sponsored.
As
Not
long as we say
sponsored.
we're not sponsored, it's fine.
Then maybe the rest of us can
On my
afford to use
tablet
anything but
device,
notebooks.
I'm using D&D Beyond on my tablet
not
device.
sponsored.
I have half a legal pad and some computer printouts.
I'm
So,
sorry.
Dear D&D
I
Beyond.
found it on the
It
floor.
was, it was an investment for work.
outside the
Don't
studio.
kill me.
Moving on. You guys wake up in an inn in the morning in Baton. People are still in a very festive mood. They've been saved from the Knoll Marauders.
Have they though?
They've been saved from some Knoll Marauders.
Have they though?
It's true.
we sure there aren't more of them.
From those
You're not sure
Knoll
of anything.
Marauders.
Such is life.
We are sure of death. Death is always coming.
And Texas.
I don't pay those.
Me neither.
In Commonwealth.
I'll let you pick.
I don't vouch for Tyler.
I'm gonna eat.
if you're the IRS and watching. Anyway, you wake up in an inn. Ready to go.
I'm gonna eat.
Okay. You
Grumpily.
eat. There's food. It's mostly fruits.
I like fruit.
Some breads.
I like bread.
There's a bit of bacon.
I love bacon.
It's all working out.
Are the festivities outside, have they died off, or is this like a 48-hour?
There's still a lot of like good mood, but there's not like a formal celebration going on. There's
Okay.
just people
Just people
celebrating the fact that they haven't been attacked by gnolls in a day.
Sure, as opposed to the dour.
Has anyone made a sign yet? X number of days since Knoll attack?
You're welcome to do
They're
that.
hammering it
I
down
don't
now
want
as you
to.
walk outside.
I mean, I would. If you
Knoll free since yesterday.
And then flipping the little tallies over.
Someone just comes out every morning and tacks on another date. Since 2 days ago, since 23 days ago.
Ah, damn it.
After a month, they just hit it real hard and they all fall off and
They'll,
they put a new
they'll
one
hang
on.
slate on it, and there's just like a homeless guy sitting there with a piece of chalk. Just
That's his job.
yeah,
he gets paid a copper a day.
just throw a copper piece.
Should start hunting rat tails.
Is he homeless or is that his home?
Oh.
I
He's
think you
homeless.
mean I think you mean a vagrant, not a homeless person.
But also,
I'm gonna
he
find
has
that.
no home.
I'm gonna find that guy that now exists because we've talked about it. I'm gonna throw him a silver piece for doing the Lord's work.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Which one?
You keep it up.
Which Lord's work?
His choice.
His name is Uncle.
Well,
It's decided.
I don't know about the rest of
Thank
you,
God.
but back on the farm, we do our chores before breakfast. So
It's funny because
I'll be back.
you lived on a farm.
Okay.
What chores are you
Okay.
doing?
Where are you going?
I'm heading to my parents'
Okay.
farm.
He
Oh.
leaves and I go, do we have chores?
I haven't done a chore since I got here.
I've not done chores.
Did he say family?
He did.
Sky. Sky. Sky's gone. It's like Sky's left. Sky.
He's gone. You
I'm
see
gonna,
him.
I'm gonna go outside and look for Sky. I'm gonna
yeah,
follow
you
That
see
might
him
be-
like down the block.
You should, because it's probably a creepy fairy thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna follow him tentatively. Be like Sky. Sky. I'm gonna catch up.
Good morning.
Walk next to you. Sky. Where are you going?
Home.
Buddy? Home? Like home?
You're more than welcome to come along.
Yeah.
I'll teach you how to feed the pigs and wash them.
Well, we'll talk about that later. But maybe just sure. Let's go to your home. I want to see what I need to see what this is all about.
I don't do manual labor. I'm staying back here.
I'll introduce you to my folks, but they're not in a good mood.
Sure.
They don't like my new look.
I am still looking at like a visage of right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you look like before, Sky?
Well, plain.
I feel a song coming on.
Well,
I'm swinging the overture.
Once upon a time,
if you
in a land of pigs, there was a little boy. He grew up an only child.
Oh wow.
There's no more to the song.
oh damn it!
I'm sad now.
That's all she wrote.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
You have earned the
First inspiration.
Yeah.
first in 2
Wow.
seasons because I don't believe in it.
The first
Also, I
and
forget
last.
to give it.
All right.
Also, he hates everyone but Joe. Because we're awful.
Joseph.
I know.
He's not wrong.
Wait a minute, come to the farm with me.
Yeah. We skip. I mean,
No, you said it.
I mean,
No,
you said it, it's
no, you
canon.
said it.
You-
No, you
you-
skipped.
are we?
You
skip.
start and then you're like, oh, are we not doing?
I was
Okay.
like, are we doing it? Is this a thing?
Let's skip arm in arm. La, 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 la,
Now you have to.
So the 2 you're going and the 3 of you are staying behind?
Well,
I don't know. This just got real weird. Now I kind of want to watch what happens, but I also don't want to be asked to do anything.
that's fair. I'm gonna hang out with Uncle at the Knoll sign. Gonna gussy up the Knoll sign.
Tell Uncle I say hey.
I will.
Oh, his name is Uncle now.
His name is Uncle.
Undecided. What are you doing?
Where are the town's heroes staying?
Oh dear.
They've been put up in the mayor's home.
I'm gonna keep an eye on Iona. Apparently.
Queen of the homicide.
I didn't kill anybody that I
You
wasn't.
just
Queen of the
tried.
attempted homicide.
I'm gonna wander around town
Okay.
and ask people about the Knoll problem.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Like, what kind of problems did the Knolls cause? When did they start coming? Like, does anybody know why they showed up?
Murder.
Started about a month ago.
Okay,
Started stealing livestock.
not cool.
Stopped yesterday when Bother and his company killed them. We're not sure where they came from, other than apparently Bother tracked them to a camp. But Knolls, by tradition, are they're mobile. They don't stay in one place. So
Did he say whereabouts this camp was? How far away?
said it was about a day's travel, but
Day's
beyond
travel.
that,
How big is the island?
that you're on,
Yeah.
you don't know, because you've never seen a topographical map of the island, because they don't really exist
Okay.
commonly.
And nobody else knows, like,
It's like, you get the idea that it's like 5 days travel to the opposite tip of the island
okay.
through the woods.
Okay.
The island is 5 days long.
If you were running at a good clip, you might make it in 3
How many hours
Okay.
are in a day in this world?
regular.
Okay.
What's regular, Brian? Kidding.
It's regular on Earth. It's different from Mars.
Shut up.
It's like not enough and yet somehow.
I'm gonna take notice of that face and just go. What you thinking?
What if the Knolls weren't gone? Wait, are you hanging around?
I'm at the Knoll sign.
She's hanging out with
Uncle.
Uncle at the hobo or the vagrant at the Knoll sign. You went a wandering and I went a following because Lord knows we don't need you killing more cops.
Never killed a cop.
Are
You
you,
don't
are
know
you
that.
asking me what if the Knolls weren't gone in a let's go see if the Knolls are really gone, or what if the Knolls weren't gone in a let's put on a spooky costume and scare people?
I didn't even think about the second one.
Yeah, well, the second one's a dumber idea than the first one, so
That's
an
why-
upgrade for you.
That's why I didn't think of it.
We'll go with that. You're saying you want to go and find the knoll nest?
Yes, but let's first go find Lotus and see if she wants to go with us.
Let's maybe not take half of our party into
Lotus!
into a knoll nest. I know we know where
I believe
Lotus
they're
is.
called warrens.
Yeah, knoll nest. That's so we're gonna wander over to you.
Oh,
Hey, what up?
hi.
Fortunately, she's easy to find,
How's
standing
Uncle doing?
next to Uncle. Uncle looks poor. I don't know. Define how's he doing?
I asked Uncle, do you tend to hang around the sorry microphone? Do you tend to hang around the town, or do you like go exploring when you're not vagranting?
Jeez.
Do you ever go exploring? I mean, you're not bound to any one place. Do you ever go and explore
I'm
the
incredibly
island?
old, young man. In my day, I was a mediocre adventurer at best.
I'm so old.
Tramp Gallivants.
So, would you by any chance?
Do you do any walk-ins around, or are you just totally useless?
I am very good at marking days on a sign.
Hey, I gave you that silver piece. You're doing a great job.
Appreciate it.
Tell you what.
Thanks, I'll sign my mortgage with this one.
Do you have any knowledge about where those knolls might have been? What direction they'd come from?
He
Whereabouts
points to
they'd
the
be?
southeast. Says
Southeast.
that way.
That way.
Sorry, he says that way.
Love it. All right, so southeast.
I look at Lotus and I say, you want to go see if Father Gretchen's full of shit? I'm being a lot more sassy than I think she would ever be.
I mean, always, but
Rein it in. Rein it in.
is this a
She's
good
emboldened
idea?
by her run-in with the police.
Apparently.
What?
She's gotten a taste of crime and now she wants
Look,
more.
she feels entitled. She did something terrible and got away with it.
I mean, I always want to see if Father Gretchen is full of shit. But
She's proposing that the three of us try to see if the Knoll Warren was actually cleaned out or if it's walking into a death trap.
you know, when you put it that way, it's less appetizing to my brain.
Yeah, me
I
too.
mean, it's either empty or it's the other thing, but
It's
The
either
other,
empty or a death trap.
yeah, the other thing could,
Is worse.
yeah, because it could equal one or more than one Knolls.
Do you need periodic watering for your brain to work right?
how fast do gnolls run?
Faster
Hell if
than
I know.
us,
Roll
probably.
a nature check.
I will also roll this. I don't know.
Where can we roll?
No, roll. Just
Table in front of
Oh,
you.
okay.
just don't be big about it.
I got
I'm-
an 11.
I'm usually big about.
Why are you asking questions?
How does
I got
Ion?
a natural 20.
Cool,
which
roll
is
with
a
disadvantage because you're
23.
from the sea.
Do it.
You waited for that, didn't you?
Did.
Oh.
Do it.
You did.
Don't mean I don't know things. I read lots of books.
Is that a 1?
No, it's
No.
a 10.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like a one. For me.
You all recognize that gnolls are about human-sized, and so you assume they, being bipedal, human-sized creature, a little bigger than human, but mostly human, you assume that they travel at the same speed as humans, possibly a little bit faster because they are of canine,
Yeah, they got legs.
For days.
but not like
Waiting for it.
like in a foot race. They'd probably at least keep up with you, if not
Okay.
outrun you.
Which direction is the Schweinsteiger farm?
Yeah, are we going in roughly?
It's not like a farm so much as like the house at the end of town. But
Which
this-
way
like
is the
due south.
Schweinsteiger residence? Due south? Okay.
Just south.
It's like
Just
you
south.
take the one street in town to the southern end before it Pleasantville's you back to the north side of town. No, it doesn't do that. But sorry, I saw 10 minutes of Pleasantville today.
Ooh, that's a good
That's a
one.
good movie.
I wouldn't know.
We
I've
should all
seen
watch that
a
later.
total of 10 minutes of
You
Pleasantville.
need to watch Pleasantville.
It's good to know that these campaigns are influenced by what you saw today. We should probably make him watch
Other thing.
a lot of movies that would influence us in a better manner than repeating the map over and over again.
How many times has
I
a plot
was-
of Bob's Burgers wound up on this show?
I was just gonna say
don't
we
think
should make him
any.
watch a lot of
I
Maury.
feel like that's all we watch.
We
This
watch
thing
a
would be
lot of
funny.
Bob's Burgers.
Not spons.
Why would we watch anything else? Although, why would we watch anything but Bob's Burgers if we didn't have to?
Never seen Bob's Burgers.
Because while Bob's Burgers
Never
is
seen all of
delightful,
Pleasantville.
there are other options.
Okay,
There you go.
it's at the south side of town.
Okay. Okay.
So, are you proposing that we wait,
South Side.
or that we go now?
I don't know.
Because I don't know if you've noticed this, but we're down one person because Ray's off
He's not.
raying.
To be
And-
fair, you left him. It
We
wasn't
did,
the other
yeah.
way
It's
around.
Well, he should have shown up.
We did not ask
To
him
the
to
session.
come.
Or
No, he was gone.
and we're
when he
down.
left.
We're down two
that's
more because they're off being
They were skipping.
ham cleaners or whatever they were doing.
They were skipping.
Ham cleaner.
The term is ham polishers, sir.
Whatever.
Family show.
They were skipping.
Yeah, they skipped right off.
I'm
Did
just
you-
saying, he's got show pigs. You need to have a shiny ham.
Sure.
Polish a ham to
What
make it
do
shiny for showing.
farmers do? I don't know. Polish hams.
Polish hams.
I've never been to a farm. I don't know dick about them.
Just the South Baton ham
Ham
polishers.
polisher. It's actually the Baton baseball team. The Baton ham polishers.
That's how you get that nice pink gloss on Polish ham.
Oh boy.
T-shirt idea? Writing it.
Please do.
I mean,
South Baton ham polishers.
I think this is a good idea.
Local 101.
I think this is a bad idea with just us.
Then what are we supposed to do until then?
The same thing we do every day, Pinky.
She's
any
blue.
like blacksmiths around? Any
she's blue.
He
armorers?
was
Any
talking to you.
weapon people?
I'm purple.
There is all of those things.
Wonderful.
I mean, it's one guy.
I'm gonna go shopping. You guys want
And
to come?
he doesn't do
Yeah.
like great work with weapons and armor. Mostly he makes like nails and horseshoes, but in a pinch he could make swords.
Oh, I have this morning star that I'm never gonna use.
Oh.
And I wondered if he wanted to like give me money for it because he might be able to melt it down and make some sweet ass horseshoes.
Or nails.
One morning star. That's a lot of nails and horseshoes.
I could give you like 2 gold.
Small town.
You don't want to carry it around.
Small town.
I'm gonna see if I can persuade him up to 3 gold.
Okay.
That's a 16.
You have a +8.
Persuasion. Yeah, actually, I have a +9, so 17.
Yeah, that's
Gross.
easy to do.
Gross. He said gross.
2 gold, 5 silver.
You don't want to carry it around.
You know, to be pedantic.
You don't want to carry it around.
Small town.
Small town. Come on.
I'll take my wares to Commonwealth.
Fine.
Sorry.
I was one thing until I was getting double teamed. Jesus.
He looks at his pile of iron ingot and he looks largely unplussed about it.
It's fine. Well, we got weapon
Nonplussed.
people. They might want them.
No, unplussed. DM said.
I'm whelmed.
He's whelmed. He's whelmed.
He's whelmed. So he's also the armorer.
You got D+.
I mean, there's not like an armorer, but like if anybody could make armor, it would be him. It would probably be shoddy, but
Yeah.
it would.
I'm all right then. I'll wait.
Oh, does he want to buy my studded leather? I don't think I sold it to
I was on
what's his
plus,
face.
but I've been re-plus.
I'll take it.
Okay, it's yours now.
Can you be
Dope.
double-plussed?
Cool. You have traded armor.
I was
Congratulations.
gonna buy it because I put it as having some.
And it didn't cost you downtime, Dave.
Sure. So
Well,
now I'm. Thank you.
You're
That worked out
welcome.
well.
You're welcome. Sorry for, double teaming you, I guess.
It's all right. I was into it.
So yeah,
What else are you
That's-
guys doing while
that's
they go and
that's
talk
my
to
vote.
Skylar?
I don't think it's a good idea to go by just us.
I agree. I agree completely.
Do you want to follow the other ones?
I mean,
They're
are
like
they? They're like
gone.
gone.
Like you don't.
Yeah.
You haven't seen them.
We gotta find something else to do.
Okay.
You
Got
guys
any
know
rat tails?
games?
Boy, do I ever!
Do you have rat tails?
Yeah, I got like
Yeah, he's got
a
rat
bunch
tails.
from when we played.
I
got
have
like,
no rat
I got like
tails.
19 or 20 of them.
Don't
on
you have
my
like
other sheet.
3?
No, I won up because we went back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
It's like Pogs. When you win, you get to keep them.
It's true.
Um,
My slammer be mighty.
Pogs.
Way to relate to the kids.
It's for you, teenagers.
For you
Some
teens.
40-year-olds watching this.
Pog?
Some
It's like
40-year-old man's
it's like
looking at our
modern
show
day
right
milk
now.
caps.
Talk some
Modern
hip
day
lingo to
milk
the youths.
Got any rat tails? Scene change.
Yeah,
So you guys,
To the drama.
we got nothing.
you guys approach the Schweinsteiger residence. There's a little like gate with a like sign that says Schweinsteiger.
The Schweinstein.
Good.
I'm sorry. I'm done. Moving on.
Well,
There's a gate.
Open the gate for Sky. After you.
The gate is open.
all right. Don't be nervous.
I'm not nervous, Sky. This isn't my home. So,
You're invited.
trying to be polite. Let's.
You're invited to the home of this old couple that doesn't know who I am.
And they're also in a bad mood, according to you. So, you know,
seems
maybe you
really
should
nice.
go
I'm
in
gonna
first.
start all the morning chores that I used to do as a child.
That'll remember them.
Okay. Sure. You spend about 40 minutes doing morning chores. And at the end of that 40 minutes, Father Schweinsteiger, what are your parents' names?
Papa?
Ken and Rain.
Ken Schweinsteiger comes in, bringing in some hogs. He clearly took them out to go tuber. Is that what it is when?
Twosies?
Tuber, when like a pig searches for food.
Oh.
Oh.
That's
I think-
Or is that what it-
truffles.
Truffling.
Yeah.
They were out truffling, and they're back. Tuber? That's something else.
Tubers are potatoes.
Yeah,
That
like
might be from a
potato.
WoW thing.
I just
Truffling.
got the party rock anthem stuck in my head.
Every damn truffler.
Yeah,
It's unfortunate.
I know. It's a bad joke.
You see Ken bringing in about a half a dozen head of hogs. Big hogs. Hogs to be proud of.
Larg hog.
Hogs for days.
Morning, Daff.
Kind of looks up and he wanders over toward you and he says, "Good morning. This is a better way to meet than last night.
I forgot that's how they met.
I should probably."
Yeah, I didn't mean to wake you. I got my chores done. This is
Sure, you don't have to do what? He kind of takes a look around. He goes, "Oh, okay. Who's your friend?"
this is Michael. We met.
Michael
at the,
Rochechet. Pleasure.
Mr. Rochechet.
Yeah, he's my classmate at the Bards Academy.
Classmate. Okay. What did you say you went by these days?
Well, my new stage name is Skylark the Everfree.
Skylark the Everfree, you say.
Flourish.
That's it's a powerful name and title. Claim to be my son, who perhaps you folks better come in. We'll get some coffee on the stove. I'll find the missus and we'll have a nice conversation.
Yes, sir.
Kind of leads you guys into the house, puts some water on, walks upstairs. You hear some footsteps, and then you hear some shuffling, and they come downstairs. Your mother walks with a bit of a limp. They're older folk, starting to have trouble getting around, but still moving. He sits down. He pulls out 2 extra chairs. He sits down and he says, "Well, out with it. Let's hear it."
You want to know the story of what happened and where I've been?
Well, I suppose that's a good start. I don't, sure don't look like our boy. I suppose if you told us where you've been, that might be a good way to start. So.
Well, of course. You have to excuse my drawl. It just happens when I'm back home. Now,
You're not gonna be his magical wingman and throw some like sparkles and stuff behind him while he's talking?
I'm not that kind of bard.
so I'm going to tell the story poorly,
Yeah, you
apparently.
tell me which one of these you want me to
Tell me, what are you telling him? So this is a
This is what I thought.
this is a social component of the game.
All right.
So you will have several roles based off the story you have told thus
Okay.
far.
Ultimate nerding means adding
Same.
math to social
I have
situations.
rules here that I will keep track of as you go.
Well, you know, I just loved it, taking care of the pigs and living with the two of you, but there was just something missing. And so I started taking lessons from Taliesin down at the tavern. And I didn't tell you about it. And I sort of took the silver from the jar that you keep all the silver in and sort of spent it all on booze. And I feel awful about it. But then we didn't have any wood for the fire. And so I went out into the forest and I said, well, at least I can do this for Mom and Pa. I can get the firewood. So I took down your axe and I started whacking away at this tree. And I wasn't doing a very good job of it, to be honest. Then along came the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
27.
Okay.
Now, she wasn't just any woman. She was a powerful fairy. The kind that you've always warned me about in the stories.
It's God.
No, it's the fairy.
Ooh, that's scarier.
Leave the Daystar alone, guys.
And,
It's
well,
the
she
fire
didn't take
moon.
kindly to me injuring her tree in her forest. And I thought I was about to die, but then she decided to take me as her own, in a way. And, well, she told me that she would grant any wish that I had.
What do you mean, take her as your own? Take you as her own?
Wink.
Giggity.
You're not there.
I know.
Well, you see, when a man and a woman love each other very much,
Oh, thank you so much for going there with it. Oh.
I see. That's far enough.
When a man
Thank you.
loves a fairy.
Brian hates us all.
so my only wish was to be a bard, like my teacher Taliesin. Now, I couldn't play the harp if my life depended upon it. But she did something to me. She did this to me. She gave me the talent with words and with music that I just never had before. It just came naturally to me.
Make a persuasion check. Flat.
$22. And then I found myself living in a fairyland. They call it the Feywild. And I had a wonderful week there. I met so many new friends, learned a lot about music, dancing, learned how to sword fight, learned how to tumble and flip, and it was just the best time of my life. But oh, I missed you too. And I wanted to get home. And then one day, I just woke up. And years had passed. And I wasn't a 14-year-old boy anymore. I was this man you see before you. But you see, for me, it was just a week. I didn't mean to be gone this long. I was only gone a week, in my mind.
This is a very kind fairy to do these kinds of things for you.
Or cruel.
Well, she wasn't as kind to my brother.
We only had one boy.
I'm talking about the boy that you beat, that you run off into the woods. Said he was a changeling. You cast him out for dead.
We were plagued by some sort of beast after you
Then you
passed on.
Then I'm told that you had a funeral for me and buried me.
Well,
That wasn't me.
we buried an empty box.
Where's the grave? Let's go. Oh, it's on the other side of the ocean. Well, it's a log. I would prove it if we were there. It's a log. This sounds crazy, I know. Fairy magic can be very strange.
You make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
No. I'm losing it, guys. I'm losing
We
there.
believe in you.
Oh. Only a 12.
How does Ken seem to be taking this? Does he look uneasy? Does he look like he's about to start?
Roll an insight check.
Mm, 19.
He doesn't seem jumping at the opportunity one way or the other. He's kind of taking it all in. You can tell that Rain is convincing herself to believe the story a bit. Like, she likes the idea of her son being alive, and so she's making excuses in her head to make this story true.
Sure.
Ken seems to be more focused on the inconsistencies, but it doesn't appear as if he's like written off the notion yet.
Okay.
Particularly when specific information is brought up, he seems a bit more surprised. But I mean, you know as well as anyone that if all you would have to do is be around to know that type of information, right? Like, this could just as easily be some kid from the nearby town, or
Sure.
you know.
So what are the pigs' names this year? Are you still naming the pigs?
It got a little bit hard.
Well, you must have run out of letters.
Well, we never named the pigs. That was our boy. That was you, apparently.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that
We often told our child not to name the animals because it made it more difficult to profit off of them.
well, let's be fair, you didn't butcher any of them in front of me until I was 13 years old. What was I supposed to think? You sheltered me for quite some time, and I love you for it.
You jerk.
I tell you what.
Now, I can tell you all the names of all the pigs from every year like it was yesterday. They all seem to go away every year, but I kept naming them just the same.
Make another persuasion check with advantage.
And I start listing off the names.
What are the names?
Wilbur.
Well,
Wilbur too.
one year they all had
Two.
A names, so they were
Harry Plopper.
Agnes, Adam, and Abigail. Then there was Edward, Elena, and Imogene.
Was that 4 or 5 years later?
Yeah.
What was the total?
Persuasion?
Yeah.
26.
Okay.
What was the second year's place?
Oh, Bobby, Bernard, and
Oh, jeez.
Bilbo.
and Bob.
Bobby, Bernard, and Bob.
Yeah, one was Bob and one was Bobby.
One's a Robert.
It wasn't creative.
and one's a Bob.
And, no,
He was
He had a
two.
bad year.
you know, Charlie, Clara, and
Oh God.
Cecilia.
Now I know my ABCs.
Cecilia.
Please won't somebody.
How much more do you want to tell them? You get to choose when you stop this story. So,
I want to keep my eyes on Ken when he decides to stop talking. I want to see when he becomes, like, if his demeanor changes, that tells me he's no longer into whatever fiction is being spun here.
Now, I heard some of what happened to you, but how did you come to move to Baton?
well, about 8 years ago, a gentleman came to our door suggesting that there might be some land available for us here on the glass shores if we would take up our trade. Wasn't there were a lot of ghosts, so it seemed like a good idea to leave.
Ghosts.
Not like
Actual ghost.
specters, but like metaphorical ghosts,
Trying to be poetic.
Trying to be poetic.
like sad memories of our child who died.
You know, feelings.
We don't talk about those much.
I'm so sorry that
You know, once this thing happened, the marshes started to dry up, and it was tougher to feed the hogs. So.
Well, I know I'm not there, but in my head they were like inside. Are they outside? Like I thought they were like discussing it over. I'm just trying to.
No, they're inside. He points up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What did they
Continuity.
call the fire moon here in Baton?
The Daystar.
You don't know. You haven't asked.
And it's not your turn.
It's not your turn.
We were playing Rat Tails.
You're playing Rat Tails. Roll some d6s.
How many?
Just one.
well, I know I don't look the same as I did. I know I don't even sound the same as I did. But my love for my parents is as strong as ever, and if there is ever anything the two of you need, I'll get it for you. I'm not studying at the Bards School just to become some second-rate musician. I'm going to help the world. And I'm going to start with this town.
Taliesin, you say.
Yeah, I heard that he passed.
Wouldn't know.
He was the best musician I ever heard.
He was a skilled and talented musician some years ago.
Sky,
Yeah.
don't you have something you wanted to return to your father?
Oh, yeah. I already returned that to him last night. Scared the living daylights out of him, too. I'm sorry, Dad.
Maybe if you're introducing yourself to someone in their bedroom well after midnight, maybe don't lead with an axe.
Maybe. I was just so excited to see you again.
Sky, I'm not sure if I'm talking myself into it, but I'm inclined to believe you. I don't know what that means, and I'm not in a position to entertain it right now. It's a lot to get used to, kind of all at once.
I'm still not used to it.
But you're welcome here.
Well, that means everything to me.
If there's anything we can do for you, please let us know.
Well, I'd like to stay in town for a while and catch up. My bard friends and I have something we need to look into, but I'll be back soon. And then maybe we can have a meal together and talk about old times.
That might be nice. Who won Rat Tails?
Elise.
Elise.
You get 3 Rat Tails. I don't know.
4 rat tails.
Fine. Pick a number. I don't care.
I thought we rolled and whoever was higher won a rat tail.
No, I think we bet the rat tails, and then who has the highest number gets them. So
The
if
pot is 6 Rat Tails a person.
Oh,
I'm in
so-
rat tail debt.
The rules keep changing.
sure is.
It's a
So
fluid
that
game.
means I won 4 of your rat tails.
All right.
I have no rat tails to give you.
You have to give him a chance to win them back. That's the rules.
It's only fair.
Can stop drawing pigs now.
You want them back.
I never wanted these literal disgusting things anyway.
They're worth the
About
conflict.
after about 2.5 hours of rolling dice for Rat Tails, Sky and Michael Rochechet head back toward town.
Were we
And you see
rolling
him
at
coming.
the inn or at the knoll sign?
I like to
Uncle-
think it was on a barrel at the null sign.
Did Uncle get in on this?
Uncle is surprisingly good at Rat Tails. He didn't know the game,
But he got,
but he got
fast.
real good real fast.
Oh no, is it a hard game to learn?
There's nuance to it.
I asked.
You gave him a very small loan of 1 million rat
Subtle
tails.
nuances that only Uncle understands.
He's some kind of rat tail rain man. It's
As I
ridiculous.
see them come over the crest of the hill that I am putting in this scenario, I say, oh, thank the gods. Can we please be done with this?
Sure, for the rest of the rat tails back.
That man knows the ass end of a vermin like I know the back of my hand.
You got Iona, of all people, to play Rat Tail.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Quit pretending.
It's not.
I was
I
bored.
spent that
18 to
entire thing
50.
drawing a shiny pig for the South Baton hand polishers.
Show it to
The
the
South
camera.
Baton hand polishers. They can't see it now. They'll have to buy the T-shirt.
Oh, yeah. Secrets.
Oh, so shiny.
Ham
That
so
is so
shiny.
shiny.
Their slogan is ham so shiny. There's lens flare.
Yeah, our demographic's definitely 8 to 50 with all the references we keep throwing.
Fair enough.
Dating our
Like
show.
65 probably.
I enjoy this program.
I like the one with the glasses. Which one, Grandma?
Chris's Mexican great aunt.
There's a lot of things about that I don't like.
Oh, it was
You know,
Emily's great
like the
aunt or
fact that
something.
he's Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
You were in Mexico and you said that like
Not
5
my
people
family.
were. Whatever. It may as well have been at the time.
Whatever.
Whatever Mexicans
Threw that family under the
my
bus.
Say,
That's bad.
Brian.
I'm not related to those jackasses.
Oh, look, Michael and Sky are back.
Thank you, LaTia.
Thanks. I was worried we were going to air out my dirty laundry on our web show.
Oh, who's winning?
You shits.
Uncle is winning.
On this thing we do where we scream into the abyss for an hour and a half.
Uncle is winning.
Look, if
Uncle.
anything, the internet is understanding.
Whose uncle
What?
are you?
Oh, his name's just Uncle.
His name's just Uncle.
I mean, he might be someone's uncle, but
We didn't ask.
yeah.
My name's Uncle.
Is that your birth name?
Yes. It's very confusing.
Weird. Do you have like a brother?
No.
Do you have any uncles?
No.
Did you at one point?
A long line of single children.
Weird.
So you're a creepy uncle.
I prefer eccentric.
Creepy it is.
I want to go.
Oh, yeah, she wanted to.
Where do you want to go?
So Ayana has this plan where she either wants to go and investigate the Knoll nest,
To make sure Bother did a good job.
yeah, or she wants to like make a costume and scare people away like it's some kind of Saturday morning cartoon.
The costume was
oh.
always your idea.
Scary costumes? We're doing scary costumes?
I'm sorry. Now it's become Scooby-Doo meets
No,
Police
please.
Academy
Now we're
4.
doing costumes.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Scary costume.
Yay. I'm glad this is happening.
Oh, Michael made this for me. I love it.
I fashioned
Yeah.
him.
Let's go scare. Who is it? We're going
I
to scare.
am terrified.
I hate that thing.
I have the weirdest erection.
That's the worst.
I made it for him.
Yeah. You did make it for me.
Oh my god.
This is the
I
worst.
take 2 steps back, like, good God, isn't he beautiful?
Oh, yeah.
You're the worst.
Uncle leans in. No.
You have to go now.
I grab Uncle by the scruff, pull him in real close, cheek to cheek, and I'm like, look at him, Uncle.
Look at him. No.
I'm so
Holy
I can't see that at all because of the lighting.
You're the lucky one.
Jesus. Harold.
He's coming around, isn't he?
Oh.
Unfortunate.
Anyway, we can do both. We can scare people as we investigate the Knolls. Sounds like a perfect excuse for a lovely walk through the forest.
I swear to God, if
Please
Bill
don't.
comes up behind me in that goddamn mask, I'm gonna lose it.
He's not there.
You have to tell me if
That's
he's
the
there.
problem.
He's not there.
Okay.
That's the problem. He's nowhere.
And
He's
everywhere.
He's nowhere. And
He went that way, and he could be going this way.
No, there's no exit.
He
in
could
there.
easily duck under that.
Please.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Let's move
Ugh.
now
Bill,
that
if you're thinking about it, I will stab you.
on. Let's move on.
now that I think about the costumes and that I can see them with my eyes, perhaps it's not a terrible idea to go incognito.
Incognito.
What? Incognito?
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't concern you anymore. Take
I'm
your rat
not
tails.
talking to you.
Hey,
Um,
Why are you talking
don't be a
around me
dick
then?
to Uncle.
You don't get to call it a private conversation when you've come to
I'm
me.
actually sitting here
I
holding
know.
him like this, cheek to cheek, pointing at the sky, and I go, run.
He's gonna go, no, and sit down.
I
Another tick for the day.
can't.
He erases a tick.
Oh.
We've been assaulted by something.
See what you did? Now they started back at day 1.
I mean, it's only been.
Take that damn thing off.
Never take it.
No, take it off.
I've got 2 votes for take it off.
Your old pal Nadir is asking you to take that thing off.
Nadir has never been your pal. This is your new skin, Sky. Embrace it.
Hey, Sky,
Hey,
there's 30 rat tails in it for you if you take that off.
God damn it.
all right.
And there's 50 if you never put it back on again.
50 more?
No, you
But
know what?
it's a really nice mask.
50
That's-
rat tails and
Look at
5
the smile on
and 5
this.
gold pieces.
I was gonna say.
Take
If you
30.
if you take it off and never put it back on again.
Oh no, I can't do that. I'll take it off for now.
Thanks.
That could be useful.
I'm gonna burn it when you're not looking.
So,
I'll just make him a new one.
Okay.
I suppose
it won't haunt me now.
costumes or not, I say we came here with
Looking around for Bill.
Bill's coming right now.
I don't know where he is, but he's.
He's
Is
up
he making
there.
that spooky sound?
Oh my god.
I'm not
Oh my
looking.
god.
I'm
The
not
best part
looking.
is I still can't
If
see
you
you.
my
don't look, it's not real.
You're right behind the light. I see eye holes.
All I see is vague flesh
Yeah,
tones behind.
I see a vague mask.
I knew when I heard the clacking.
Yep.
I was like,
I
I'm
really
not.
hope you don't fall off of whatever you're on.
This is
No,
the worst
it's-
game ever.
I think it's on
We're
a
getting nothing
stick.
done, but
No.
Go ahead.
This is the worst day ever.
Oh my god, both of her shoes came off. Both of them.
I'm not playing this stupid game with you anymore.
The worst part is there's no camera to see what happened.
It's just, yeah. As far
It
as
just
any
got
of our viewers are
randomly
now
loud.
concerned,
Oh my god.
Elise just had a seizure.
We're haunted.
I almost.
I feel like Bill's got to cut that out for free because he caused it.
I almost blinded Bill by throwing all of my dice directly at his face.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but that was a mask. You wouldn't have hit him.
He's wearing a
He
mask that
wasn't
kind of looks
wearing
like
the
that.
mask.
But it's bloody.
But it's covered in blood.
If we're not going to do costumes, we should at least go
You
to
know
the
what?
forest.
We'll put Bill in the mask up on Instagram. Check out our Instagram at Initiative Coffee Company.
Look at her cross promoting.
we're so proud
It's
of
like it's my job.
Elise is gonna post it after she
Job
carves
implies
out his
payment. It's
face.
not a job.
It's more like it's your duty or your hobby.
My duty.
Let's come back to the table.
I was waiting
We're
for
back
it.
to the pilot.
Anyway, all the way back down. What'd you put on my hand?
Nothing.
Okay.
So no to the costumes. Thank God.
I don't even think it makes sense to bother with the gnolls because the fact is, if we leave this place long enough and they're still there, they're just gonna come back, and that means we can get conscripted to come kill them again and make some more money.
But we'd have
But-
to take a boat ride.
Who gives a shit?
But if
Uh,
we come back,
What's the guy's name from the Emerald Blades that conscripted us for this? Anybody? Name's terrible.
Captain
I've always been bad with names.
Anorath.
no,
Amaranth?
no,
Amaranth.
Azarath?
no, Metreon.
Azeroth.
One of those.
His name is
Anyway.
Colton Haywood.
Colton Haywood.
No, the job was Captain Ornath.
Captain Ornath. She was
Yeah.
close. She said Arnath. She was close.
No,
It's not
but see,
my
if
first
we walk
language.
back into town with more knoll heads,
But see, that's my concern is that racist idiot is going to be going back and getting the bounty and whatever. He's already getting paid. It's done. We're not going to get anything by coming back and saying we killed more things.
Yeah, sure we will.
He hasn't gotten paid
hey.
yet.
Ned, listen.
He
This is
called
where
me
my
Ned.
parents live. I want to make sure that it's a safe place to live.
there's something in his forehead that's
Can we just
going.
take a day to walk into the woods and make sure, please?
It was like
Look
2 days.
look
it's a
into
day
the
in
woods
and a
and
day
out of the
out.
woods.
If you're
home
worried
before
about
dark.
getting paid, I'll pay you.
We're here anyway. Also, he's still here, soaking up all of the free beer and food that he can get his grubby hands on, I assume. You guys know him better than I do. Nothing? Okay.
Oh,
still mad.
Jesus.
He's here soaking up all of the free things and the glory. He hasn't gotten paid yet because he has to get
I didn't hear
back.
most of what you said because I was seething from being called Ned.
He's still here. He hasn't gotten paid. So, if we find out that he actually hasn't done what he came here for, we can turn this whole town against him.
Stop that.
Why are you obsessed with this guy?
Oh, I just think if he's lying, we should prove him to be a liar.
She wants to discredit him in a public forum because he's a racist.
And
Yeah.
then we also get the bounty.
And so same
Oh, dear.
thing with him and the race war.
Okay, he's the racist, but
I never said I wasn't on board. I've made it clear I'm going to follow you dinglings wherever you wind up going. I just don't know why we have to do it right now when you're waiting on a dude to go and get paid and do a thing and whatever your quest reward is going to be. And
He already got the reward.
we could be doing more things in Commonwealth rather than dealing with this backwoods island where, for all intents and purposes, everything's dead already. Anyway,
Intense and or intensive?
for all intents and.
Okay, good.
If they come back,
I've heard it both ways.
there's just going to be another bounty for it, and we can just come back.
But-
I've been away from my home. I want to go home.
Where is home?
if
The
they put
Bard
up another
College.
bounty, it'll be because the town got
Archibald
attacked again.
misses me.
You left here.
You didn't bring Archibald with you?
He's got lots of food.
A tiny snake.
There's plenty of food in there. He's fine.
Our dorm's gonna
We're
be super
already
rat free,
here.
man.
Pretty much.
We're already here.
And we could be going.
Why don't we vote?
I like this
He's,
idea.
I mean, he's
We're
already
a
he's
civil
already up for
society.
it. He's already up for it.
I've already said I'm up for it. I'm just trying to appeal to reason. That's all.
We're going.
We're going.
All right.
Reason be damned.
Let's
We
go.
could lure the gnolls here
Mm.
and kill them in a
Public forum
How are we going to lure them here?
with
Yeah,
our
what do you know
faces.
about
What do gnolls eat?
Everything?
Everything.
Are we sure
They didn't
need
come
to
back
be
last night.
killed?
Can
Can we
we-
go to the meatery? What do they call it?
A butcher
The
shop.
carniceria.
The,
Wait, we get a really nice charcuterie board.
I was going to say the
No,
charcuterie.
no.
Yep. Charcuterie. Let's just get some rot from the leftover at La Carniceria and set it outside the city limits and
See what comes a
spill
crawling.
so much blood. And
All
kill
right.
them outside the. Sorry,
You okay, Michael?
got dizzy.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Hug?
So yeah, we kill them in a public forum. They see that he didn't finish the job, and two
And-
birds, one stone.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Is
I don't
that
know, man.
enough?
These yokels seem easy to con just because he didn't finish. I don't think that they're going to see it as him not finishing the job, and more as they came back or there were more of them, and
Yeah,
he's
that's
just
what I'm
going to
worried
give
about.
him an opportunity to swoop in with his dicks and kill even more of them and get even more glory.
It's not
We've
fair.
we've
You don't
got
know anything about the character of the
I don't
other
know.
four
One of
people.
them's a racist. You can't really be following a racist and not also maybe be a little bit of a racist. It's a whole gray area. But maybe we wait for them to go home, so that if something does happen, we're the only ones that can stop it.
Gnolls are
sounds like a
a
waste of
race.
time.
Then let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
And
let's,
also, if
let's
they
go
have the
wassailing
ability to-
and try to find them instead of trying to lure them here.
If they had the ability to take care of it in the first place,
They would have.
they would have instead of killing 10 of them.
We've literally just said we believe that if they had the ability to kill them all, they killed them all. So why are we bothering?
I love you all, but all I'm hearing is a lot of
Ooh,
what ifs.
That's a lot of commitment for me.
All right. Let's do it.
And
Do
what
the
time
rod.
is it?
Get the rod.
It's morning.
Okay, still, I didn't know how long.
I don't know anything about gnolls,
It's like mid to late morning.
but I know a lot about feral kobolds. And
Tomato,
their-
tomato,
And their
Not the same
warrens
thing.
usually don't have less than 20.
tomato, kumquat. Uncle's still here, right? We didn't leave.
No, we didn't leave the null sign.
just go
you
look.
said southeast, where they were coming from. Uncle here says they're coming from the southeast. Let's go to the southeast,
Southeast
and
it
look
is.
for wabbit twacks.
Do all of Bother's people know who we are?
No.
So
I
why
mean-
don't we try to get them to tell us where it is? Then we
Why
don't
would
have
they
to
tell
do
us where their
No.
mistake is?
because
We
they're
already-
stupid.
Mm,
No. Let's just go.
Uncle kind of leans in. He says,
I hope to me. I'm the only one being nice.
I hope it's nice to Uncle.
Oh, that's true. You were.
there were 17 gnolls that raided 2 nights ago. And 5 people went out in full armor and fully equipped to go eliminate them. Tracks aren't going to be hard to find.
How many gnolls did they bring back?
Who were you in a past life, Uncle?
He said a mediocre adventurer.
Mediocre adventurer. How many what?
How many knolls
What
are
does
on
that
the
say
spikes
about
out
us?
on the beach?
7 or 8.
Bah.
Bah?
Not getting into this meta argument. Thank you, Uncle.
Yeah. Have another. Hey, have a gold piece.
Ooh.
Been extra helpful.
Thank you.
Don't spend it all on booze.
I'm given to understand that counts as 100 rat tails.
Oh God.
Is it 100?
It is 100. They are a
Yep.
copper piece.
Is he
That's
going to
right.
convert his gold to rat tails?
We'll see.
How many rat tails?
How
did
often
Uncle
are you
win?
going to come back to Batten?
Rat coin.
I want him to
How
be
many rat tails did he win?
tail
Because we could
capital
bring him
king.
back to Commonwealth. He could turn those rat tails in and make some money.
Real motherfucking money.
Let's see how many he's got when we come back.
Start charging for salsa. What?
Let's see how many rat tails he's got when we come back.
He's going to give up his 1 silver a day job
Yeah,
to
like,
come and gamble for money.
yeah, he's not. Yeah.
No.
He's,
Lots of
he's
people
old
You don't
and
know-
crotchety.
You
He's
don't
not
know what his
stupid.
one-armed man is.
Listen,
It
He's
could
not
be-
one-armed.
No,
he has 2 arms.
It's a metaphor.
Oh.
he used to be a mediocre adventurer. He's pointing out things we didn't catch.
We don't live here.
No, that it should have
That
made a
just
lot of
means
sense.
you're a
though.
poor adventurer.
Yeah.
He's
That's all.
pointing out that we are less than mediocre adventurers.
I literally just said wabbit twax. Let's go find some knoll tracks.
So
see
I'm
if we
going
can
to
track
start
them back.
tracking outside the
Sure.
city.
So
Okay,
you
now-
head to the southeast of town, and right where like the tall grass starts, you see like a
Big frickin'
trail
divot.
of bent over tall grass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big honking divot.
Follow
All right.
that trail.
I think it's this way.
Sure. And you guys follow that trail, and we'll find out what's down that trail next time on the Bards Tale.
Whoa!